Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a full set of short acrylic nails. So of course the first thing that I'm doing is going in with a cuticle pusher to push back those cuticles to help with exposing the new growth and help with reducing lifting. After that, we're going to go in with the 180 sanding band. I'm using my e-file at 5,000 RPMs, and this is the Scarlet Nail Drill by Melody Susie. I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave that down below for you guys. So as always, just going in and filing around the cuticle area first. When you're filing around the cuticle area, you want to use the tip of your drill bit, or like the end of the drill bit, sorry, and then use like the belly of the drill bit for the rest of the nail. And you just want to do this really gently. You don't want to fall down on their natural nail too much. You're literally just removing the shine. If you look at her nails right now, they are shiny, so as you can see, I just file, remove all of the shine, and then move on to the next finger. So we're going to do that on all of the nails, and after this we're going to just dust the nails off and we're going to apply the nail tips. I forgot to mention that I will have the drill bits on my website tomorrow, as well as these nail tips and the glue. So what I'm doing is just going in and applying the nail tips. As always, you want to make sure that when you're applying your nail tips that you size the nails correctly. You want to make sure that the nail tip fits exactly from sidewall to sidewall. You don't want it to be too big or too small, because then it's going to cause breakage or lifting. So make sure again that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. I cannot stress that enough. You don't want the nail to be hanging off the side of their fingernail, because then their nail is going to look super wide, and then also it could lift. And then also you don't want to force the nail down to where you're literally having to push it down, or you don't want it to for like their natural nail to be out or exposed, because that means of course the nail is too small. So again, make sure that it's the correct size. Once you found the correct size, apply the glue and then place it on the nail. And if one tip is too big and the other one's too small, always go with the one that's slightly a little bit bigger and just follow it down on the sides to make it fit perfectly. Alrighty, so next we're going to go in with the tip cutter, and we're just going to trim the nails down to her desired length. She was trying to figure out how short she wanted them, so that's why you see me cutting 3 different times, but we decided on this length. So I'm just going to go in and trim all of them down. After that, we're going to go in and measure them against each other, and then if we need to cut some down to match up with the other hand, that is completely fine. So what I do is just hold the fingers next to each other just like this, and and just make sure that they're aligned at the cuticle. That way I know, you know, if I need to file it down or cut it down or whatever. So now I'm going in with the JC Beauty Concepts. As you guys know, this is the products that I've been using for a little bit now, and I absolutely love them. I'm also going to use the JC Beauty Concepts Clear Acrylic, and it goes on so good. I mean, it doesn't dry up too fast. It's also not super runny, and it just, you know, lasts so long. I haven't had any lifting with this product, so definitely recommend it. It's just so easy to work with, and I know everybody that I've recommended it to, they absolutely love it. So be sure to go check it out. They are having a Black Friday sale, so I'll be sure to leave the link in the description, as well as my promo code, which is GetNailed32. But when I'm doing short nails, the key is to make sure that I don't apply too much acrylic, because then it's super easy or super fast you could make the nail like too thick, and that's what we don't want. So we just make sure that we apply the acrylic, of course pat it down and brushing it down towards the tip, making sure that when you're brushing, you brush super gently, because you don't want to brush the product off the nail. You just want to spread it out throughout the entire nail. As you can see, I'm applying another bead closer to the cuticle area, because even though these nails are short, you still want to make sure that you have a nice little apex. That way your nails do not break off, and plus, you know, flat nails are just not cute, so you want to give it some sort of structure to the nail. So same thing, placing the first bead, brushing it or patting it down, and then brushing it down towards the tip, cleaning the sides if you need to, and then I'm gonna go in and apply another bead closer to the cuticle area. And when I place it closer to the cuticle area, I don't place it right on the cuticle, I place it right below it, and then whenever I pat down, it kind of spreads the acrylic out, and it gets as close as it can to the cuticle area. And if you get any product on the skin, be sure to wipe it off immediately with the tip of your brush. I'm gonna go in with another small bead, and this is going to help me build my apex. As always, just like any other time, make sure that as you're working, you're steady looking at your nails from the side to see where you need to add more product. But as always, you can come up with some sort of technique that you feel comfortable, you know, or not technique, but method that you feel comfortable with, whether it's a 1-ball method, 2-ball method, 3 or 4, you know, as long as you feel comfortable doing that, that is completely fine. The process is going to always be the same as far as the way that you apply your acrylic, and you brush it and you pat it and all that good stuff, but you just need to add more as needed. And also, you guys probably already know, but the brush that I'm using is a number 10 brush by Alpha Brush. And this one is pink because it's part of a collaboration that I'm going to be doing with them here soon. And they sent me a sample, and I've just been using it. But I know I've had a lot of people asking me about it. And I'll be sure to give you guys more details as soon as I get an update from them, as far as a date on when it's going to launch. But yeah, they also have just the regular brush that you guys can purchase, and I'll be sure to leave the link down below. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in and shape up the nails. So if you didn't notice at the beginning when I first cut the nails down, I did not shape them up because she wanted them squared. And when I cut them, they're already a square. So I was kind of being a little, I don't want to say lazy because I wasn't being lazy. I was just like, you know, why shape them when they're already square? I can just go in and redefine the shape. So that's what I'm doing now, just going in and redefining that shape. Also, another reason why I didn't want to shape them up in the beginning is because, you know, usually whenever you come in to redefine that shape, you kind of file them down just a little bit more and it would make the nails shorter, and I didn't want that. So that's why I only wanted to file the nails or shape up the nails one time, if that makes sense. But you got to work smarter and not harder. So whatever it takes, you know, just make sure that you're not overworking yourself too much. But anyways, as always, we're filing the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle to make sure that we get that perfect squared shape. So again, going from the side wall to the free edge at a 90-degree angle, and then whenever I file the free edge, as you can see, I hold my file at a vertical angle and I just file like that, and I just feel like I'm able to get like a more perfect shape when I do it that way. But it's completely up to you whether you want to file the free edge vertically or horizontally. Alrighty, so after we finish shaping up the nails, I'm going to go in with my e-file, and I am using my fine ceramic drill bit. And of course, we're going to file around the cuticle area, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, going back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. And then filing the rest of the nail. And also, I wanted to point out that you guys know that I've been using the ceramic drill bit here lately. The reason why I switched to ceramic is because I had one client that she's just so sensitive that like I barely would even like touch her, y'all, and she was already saying that it hurt. So I know with the ceramic drill bits, I feel like they're not as sharp, so that's why I switched over to using this one. But I feel like I'm having to do a lot more filing to seal the cuticle area. So on this next set that I did on my client, I think yesterday, I switched over to using this one, and I started using the carbide extra fine drill bit. And y'all, it's so much easier, it's so much faster. But as always, whatever you feel more comfortable using is completely fine. They do the same thing. I just feel like with the carbide drill bit, they're a little bit more sharp, so you can get the job done a lot faster. But you know, if this one is more comfortable for you, that is completely fine, because like I said, these carbide ones are not as sharp. So if you're a beginner, I know this would definitely be something that you feel comfortable using. But as you guys know, or if you didn't see on my Instagram or here on YouTube, I am launching my website tomorrow, which will be on Black Friday, which is November 27th at 11 a.m. Central Time, which is 12 Eastern Time. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be sure to leave the link down below, which will be www.getnaildirty2.com. I am adding a few new items, and then I'm also going to have a kit for beginners, which is going to include almost everything you need. Is going to include the acrylic, which will be pink and clear, a bottle of monomer. You're going to get the primer, cuticle oil, 5 nail files, 5 buffers, 2 glues, 500-piece nail tips, some nail stickers, some rhinestones, a wax pencil, some little butterflies, some fall leaves, cuticle pusher, nail clipper, tip cutters. Y'all, like, you get the point. It's gonna include a lot, so be sure to check that out if you're a beginner and you're looking for a kit to get. So yeah. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in and buff the nails, and this is going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure that you buff those nails really, really good. Alrighty, so I dust the nails off, and then now I'm just wiping them off with an alcohol wipe, and then we're gonna go in with the polish. So we're actually gonna keep this set pretty simple. So we're just gonna do black on all of them, which is the Perfect Black by Madam Glam. As always, I do have a promo code for them as well, which is Get Nailed, but I'll be sure to leave the link in the description as well as the promo code. But yeah, so we're just gonna do the black on all of them, and then she just wants like 2 little lines on the pinkies. So of course, doing one coat, curing for 30 seconds, going and doing a second coat, cure for another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go in with the white. We're gonna cure that for 30 seconds, and then the top coat, and then cure for 60 seconds. But as always, you know, the curing time depends on your products as well as your light, so always make sure to check the manufacturer instructions on your products to see how long they recommend you cure them for. Alrighty, so for the lines, she just wants 2 lines going across the nail, like closer to the tip, but she doesn't want them like all the way across. She just wants them like in the middle, and then she wants the other one to stop like in the middle of the first line. So that's what I'm doing now, and then after I draw them, I'm gonna go back in and just outline them a little bit more to redefine those lines. And then after that, we're gonna cure this for 30 seconds, and we're gonna do the same thing on this one, except for this time it's gonna be horizontal, or sorry, vertical, coming from the cuticle area. But it's gonna be the same thing, doing one that's a little bit longer and then one that's a little bit shorter than the first one. Alrighty, so now I'm just going in with the Madame Glam Gel Top Coat. We're applying that on all of the nails, and then we're going to cure for 60 seconds. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really nice and simple and cute. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at GetNailDirty2, and I will see you guys next time.